Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel with Reed's Readers with your host Clinton Reed. And today I was going to do part 2 of my birthday book haul, but I will state, as I was going through my shelves trying to find everything that I purchased, I realized there's a ton of books down here that I have not discussed yet. And I feel like they all deserve a little representation. Let me give you a little peek of the stacks of books that I'm going to be talking about. Oh boy. So, it's going to be a long video for part 2. Not as long as I added the birthday stuff that was bought for me. But I'm just going to talk about these books and then I'm going to set them off to the side and we're just going to get into this, okay? I'm going to first talk about the book that I'm currently reading, which is Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. I am technically halfway through it. I'm on page 237. Can't wait to finish it. I'm not going to go too depth into synopsis. If I've read it, I'll tell you if I liked it or not. So these first 4 I got from Book Depository, so have to discuss a little bit about How to Hang a Witch, the British cover. Everyone knows this is my all-time favorite book. Had to support my favorite author by getting the British cover. Why not? And then I follow this author on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere, and I fucking love her, so I had to get the full And I Darken trilogy with the British cover. I'm currently trying to get through getting the American hardback covers, which I will show all in a video when I read this series. We'll discuss them all. But got And I Darken by Kristen White, Now I Rise by Kristen White, and Bright We Burn by Kristen White, which I pre-ordered. And because I pre-ordered, let me discuss all the pre-orders I have done in the past, couple of months. The ones that were my most anticipated reads, which were The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One by Amanda Lovelace. I don't remember if I talked about this one. And Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi in my first book haul, which reminds me, I pre-ordered one of my all-time favorite books now, The Wicked Deep, with both those, which, until I pre-ordered, I got one of the shiny covers, and it's just amazing. Same with Children of Blood and Bone, which I still can't wait to read. But I also pre-ordered Legendary by Stephanie Garber, the second book to the Caraval series, and because I pre-ordered it enough time, I got a signed book plate. Ooh. I also pre-ordered another one of my favorite books of the year now, Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno. Also pre-ordered a book that I've been anticipating since last year, Lost by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. It is the second to the House of Night Otherworld series, which is the spin-off of the House of Night series, one of my favorite series. I also pre-ordered, which you'll be seeing me read in October, Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel, which I do believe is by A.W. Jampa. Ooh. Those are my pre-orders that I have done. Just continue on with just random books. I found at Half Price Books the first 2 books in the Diviner series, so I got Diviners by Libba Bray and Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray, and I had to order the 3rd one before the Double Break shoot. And yes, I realize they don't match, but whatever. They were cheap. They will all eventually get replaced with hardbacks once I find them. This series, if you have not read it, check it out. It's amazing. Because my best friend bought me book 1 in the series, I had to buy A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir and A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. So when I read Ember in the Ashes, I can binge read the whole series. Next, I found 2 new James Patterson books, or at least not new, but new to me. I love his Alex Cross series and Women's Murder Club, but I've been wanting to check out his 2 other popular series, so y'all will see me do a video review of some of his series eventually. But I got the first one to the Michael Bennett series, Step on a Crack, and I also got Private, the first to the Private series, which I'm very anticipating, both of those. From Thrift Books, I ordered another book that is now one of my all-time favorite books, The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, which is just, if you have not read this really tiny book, you need to. It's amazing. I also ordered Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman, because I've said in a previous video, I host a book club on Facebook called Charmed and Dangerous, where all we do is read witchy books. And this one's going to be one of our upcoming books, but I didn't realize, because I ordered it for only $3 and something, I didn't realize I was going to be getting, where is it? A signed edition. What? Like, what? Next, from 2 different places I got this. I bought my best friend this kind of edition of Edgar Allan Poe for his birthday, and it was buy one, get one free, so I had to pick up the Essentials Tales of H.P. Lovecraft, because it's got The Call of the Cthulhu in it, which is a story I've been dying to read. Where did I put my Cthulhu? Because I'm just obsessed with little bit Cthulhus, they're just so cute. But I also got this lovely notebook, which has a Cthulhu on it, which is just gorgeous. Next, I bought both of these because a friend of mine suggested them, so why not? Geekerella by Ashley Paulson and Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. I've started it, but I've now decided I want to watch the movie and then read the book and see if the movie intrigues me enough to read the book, because the book so far is not my taste. Because I'm a huge Libba Bray fan now, I had to order her other series, or not order, had to find it. Which actually I think I got these from Thrift Books as well. But A Great and Terrible Beauty, Rebel Angels, and The Sweet Far Thing, which I cannot wait to dive into those. Let's just do this deck next. Because Spence at Common Spence has been talking about this a lot lately, I had to get Timekeeper by Tara Sims, and I heard there's LGBT representation and steampunkness. Why not? Next I got Jacoby by William Ritter. I will just say what it says here. Sherlock Holmes crossed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. 2 of my favorite things. Why not? I read... let's do these. Next is another favorite book of mine, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which I only ordered this edition because it's got the Simon and Baz illustrations, so I had to have it, because everyone knows I am a huge Carry On fan, and because I had to read it because Harry Potter, like, fanfic, kinda, but for that world's Harry Potter, why not? And because I've read that and that, I wanted to check out another one of her books, and I found it for very cheap, so I got Landline in this gorgeous edition. And because I read Ocean at the End of the Lane, I had to get Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman in this gorgeous illustrated edition. Next I got Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson Everyone knows I love me some witches. Next, which I don't know if I've talked about these, so I just went ahead and threw them in here. I got Stalking Jack the Ripper and Hunting Prince Dracula, both by Carrie Maniscalco. And then I got the 3 books so far in this series, but A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro, which 5 out of 5 stars. The Last of August by Brittany Cavallaro, 5 out of 5 stars. And then The Case for Jamie by Brittany Cavallaro, which I haven't read yet and can't wait to dive in. Next, I got The Hound of the Baskervilles by Arthur Conan Doyle in this gorgeous edition. Does that not look like old? But it's not. It's just, oh my god. Next, I got When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon. I can never pronounce her name. The Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton, which has gorgeous red stain pages, hardback with no sleeve. It just sounds amazing. Witches. You can't go wrong. All Summer Long by Hope Larson. Such a cute graphic novel. Middle grade graphic novel. If you like middle grade graphic novels, check this out. 4 out of 5 stars. Loved it. The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. I was going to read this before the movie came out, but sadly didn't happen. So I'm going to wait till the DVD comes out, and I'm going to read it. I'm going to buy the movie, and I'm going to read it, and I'm going to watch the movie. To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Read it so I could watch the movie, and the movie is so freaking adorable, and I need the next 2 books in the series. Like, now. Like, oh my god, now. Next 3 books are Disney's Villains, the Evilest of Them All. This is just so cute, and it's pretty much just a diagram of each of the villains with little bitty random pop-ups and stuff. I'm a huge Disney fan, and I thought this was just fascinating. As You Wish by Chelsea Sadati. A friend of mine bought it, and he is loving it right now. He is currently halfway through it, and I just can't wait to get to this. So you'll be seeing this in a future TBR video because this just sounds amazing. Because Sarah J. Maas is my queen, I had to get Catwoman because I'm a huge Batman fan and used to read the Catwoman comics all the time. So I had to get Catwoman, Soul Stealer, because why not? Remove these out of the way so that I can do my last stack of books. And I've realized I haven't done my Book of the Month books on my channel yet. So I thought, why not add them at the end of this? So my very first one was The Anomaly by Michael Ritker, which I got for free. Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Why not? My next book pick was The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. And I actually ordered for $10 extra on both of these books. I had to have them. The Rules of Magic, Alice Hoffman, which is the prequel to Practical Magic. Circe by Madame Middler. And anyone who knows me knows I just love Greek mythology, and Odyssey is one of my favorites. Yep. And then my most recent pick, which was August's pick, I got The Dinner List by Rebecca Sterle. Now, those are all the books that I haven't hauled since the last video, unless I'm pretty sure I've got another 15, 20 books around here, so, but I didn't want to make the video too long. If you liked this video, hit that like button, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe. And that's all I got for you guys today, guys. Always remember, reading is what's fundamental. Until next time, bye.